welcome to another Miah update. I am Councillor Puru. So I've got two things for you. The first thing is the parking petition. I just want to thank everyone for help signing it, including local journalists, local blogs in both languages, English and Bangla, and also you, the residents, pushing it out. Now what does that mean? That means that if it gets heard in the council chamber, then we will have a full debate. If any councillor wants to put a motion forward then to reverse it, then we'll have a vote, but it depends on the debate. So I just want to hear your feedback, etc. A lot of people have been giving me feedback. I've been tagged on Twitter and I had amazing discussions on Twitter and other social media forums. So there's a few questions I just want to answer. One is, you know, there's been an FOI request. You know, the decision papers were given. Equality impact assessment, it says an equality impact assessment has been done. Yes, an equality impact assessment has been done, but it hasn't been done on socio-economic inequalities as per the Single Equalities Act. And why is that really important? So socio-economic inequalities in terms of income and class intersect all the protective characteristics, and it's important in the parking issue in the sense that a lot of families that are on low income are reliant on the nighttime economy in terms of security guards, in terms of the hospitality sector, in terms of cabins. So I just want to give you one statistic. 60% of all Bangladeshi males are employed in the hospitality and food sector. So that sector, restaurants, etc., those close really late at 11. Some of them close at 2 o'clock in the morning. A lot of the workers have to come home. They don't have the option of public transport at that time. They come home, they drive home. They don't find parking near their house, so they park a bit far away, and they have different sleeping patterns as well. So the parking is an important issue for those households that are reliant on the nighttime economy. The other people who are reliant on it is care workers, and a lot of care workers, they're on precarious employment. They only get paid for the time they spend at their clients. They call it log in, log out, not the travel time. So what they're saying is their travel time is becoming bigger and bigger, moving towards clients. And these are people on relatively low income as well, and on precarious contracts. They are suffering as well. The other category is a lot of our elderly residents are supported by family members. They're not in care homes, intergenerational support. So you have the same family, different generation living in the borough, and the elderly residents, they want independent living. They're being supported by other generations. So I've seen that firsthand in terms of the lockdown, when we had calls at the Foodbank, where you had family members who were shielding, couldn't support the elderly family member who was living in Tower Hamlets, so we had to go and give the food and the medicine because their family members were actually shielding, couldn't support. So you had family so I've seen it firsthand, the kind of intergenerational support. So that's why the parking is really important, in the sense that we need to have the facts on socioeconomic inequalities, how it intersects with the other protective characteristics of race, gender, faith, etc., etc., and then see if there's any mitigation, and then go ahead with it. So it's not opposition for opposition's sake. It's saying, hang on a minute, let's look at it, let's make sure that the most vulnerable are not affected. And that is actually in the petition, an equality impact assessment on socioeconomic inequalities. Second thing is Foodbank. The Foodbank is expanding. We started off with, I think, 35 families. Now we've gone over to 300. We're projected to go over to 2,000. So I'm having those discussions on the ward. We need drivers. We need drivers. Please click on the link below if you want to volunteer. If you're a driver, we need drivers to actually deliver the food. But thank you again for watching this video. And keep those comments coming in. I really appreciate them. And again, 3 things. Take care, stay at home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.